Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards. In the last episode, we started Rockstar, and in this episode, of course, we're gonna finish Rockstar. So, this stage right here, it's gonna be pretty confusing to some, because this stage has quite a number of alternate routes to take. And taking the wrong one would mean that you'll be missing, a couple of the, Crystal Shards. Well, probably one of them, actually. And as you can see here, I do have the stone copy ability with me right now. Because for the first crystal shard that we're going to be grabbing, you actually do need that, that stone copy ability. Because there's a crystal shard right here. And there is actually no other way to get to it, except that kind of copy ability you have right now. So that way you can just break through that, brown part of the spine. And here's the thing, though. There is actually no enemy that could give you the stone copy ability. So you are probably gonna have to visit one of the previous stages in order to get that, because there's no enemy in there. So if you don't have it, if you go to the stage without it, then well, you're probably gonna have to go through it without a crystal shard, or just probably come back for it later. And this is one problem that I have with this game, is that there is actually no option for you to leave a stage. Like, if you go to the start menu, the only options you have are either resume or try again. There's no option for you to actually leave the stage. So you are actually going to have to just replay the whole stage or just go through it, which is the only way to actually leave the stage. So yeah, that's one thing I really don't like about this game. Like, if you were to like get some sort of copy ability that you need to get, then you're still gonna have to replay the stage again. I really don't know why that's the case. I just don't. And yeah, that's the one pathway that you are gonna need to take if you want to get that crystal shard. Otherwise, you're gonna completely miss it. Just get to the pathway that I just took. That would lead me to the mini-boss, and here's your crystal shard. Because, yeah, some of the alternate routes, like, you could easily miss those shards if you accidentally take the wrong one. So, really, this stage here can get quite confusing. But we should be good to go now. And if this is probably your first time playing this game, then, yeah, I would probably recommend, like, some sort of guide or a walkthrough. Or at least a video walkthrough. If you want to search for all the crystal shards, and you're probably just gonna have to find some sort of guide. Because chances are you'll probably just miss, like, just take the wrong routes. But nevertheless, we should be good to go now, and you want to watch out for these guys here, these enemies that just come out of those quicksand pits. It kind of feels like we're going back to some sort of prehistoric era, deep in the underground. It's kind of cool like that. I actually kind of enjoyed this stage back when I was a kid. I don't know why. The stages in this game they just feel so unique for some reason. I mean, yeah, sure, it is it still is a side-scroller game on the N64, and that's kind of what all the Kirby games are like. But you know, it still feels pretty unique. It still gives you the little excitement of exploration. Just makes you feel so adventurous. That's the kind of feeling I get when I'm playing this game. Just, you know, having a little feeling of adventure. Now, the last crystal shard is right up there. And, actually, I think this is our first time going through some sort of underwater section in this game. Yeah, swimming is kind of simple. Just tap the A button to swim upwards. And then if you don't tap the A button, then Kirby will just descend downwards. And if you go onto the floor, then Kirby does walk underwater. But the one problem about it is that Kirby is very slow when he swims. But he's even slower whenever he's walking underwater. He's just very, very slow. So it can get pretty, it can be a bit of a drag whenever you're swimming in this game. Nevertheless, now we're on to the next stage. Oh, and by the way, fuck this stage. I had so much trouble with it when I was recording it. I used to have a lot of trouble with the stage when I was a kid. And even today, I still have trouble with it. And by the way, that rocket enemy that I just defeated, you are going to need him. You need his copy ability. And not just that, but another one that we will get to later on. And because Past Me is an idiot, I just swallowed or inhaled him first and then just spin him back out. Because Past Me is an idiot. So make sure you don't make the same mistake I did, because you do need him. You need his copy ability for one thing. And of course another kind of copy ability as well. Like, it's basically a combination copy ability that you need. And trust me on this one, I did screw up a lot in this stage. Very much so. I mean, even for the second level in this game, it's pretty tough. If you're not careful enough. And this section right here, you're gonna need to be careful with this one, because, Kirby can get squished, and when he gets squished, then he automatically loses a life. It's insta-kill here. So definitely be careful with this one, because I kind of made that stupid mistake here too. Now one of these guys here, you are also going to need their copy abilities as well. So just by swallowing him... Yeah, basically that rocket guy has that bomb copy ability. So you do need a combination of bomb and lightning. And the reason for that, we will get to later on. But I actually did die quite a bit here, and so I actually did edit out all the embarrassing deaths. See, like that there. Because I was so reckless and was kind of impatient. And see, there we go. Now, and this asshole just made me spit it back out, but that's where I got the copy ability right here. So yeah, you do need the bomb and lightning ability, and you see, that's what turns Kirby into a light bulb, and so you need that for this section. You have to memorize this pattern here that apparently Adeline painted, and they do randomize every time. So you have to pay close attention, and then just step on these switches here, these little blocks, just by following the same pattern here. And then by doing that, then you get your crystal shard. So make sure you have those copy abilities, so that way you can just, so that way with Light Bulb Kirby, then you can actually just light the whole darkened place up. And then you can see what the patterns are. Otherwise, you're probably just going to assume the puzzle and just hope for the best. Or maybe not, because you're probably not going to know anyway. Because it's probably not going to work like that. You're gonna be there for a very long time if you don't have the copy ability. And if you're trying to figure out what the puzzle is. Oh, watch this. Watch this right here. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Go! See? See that there? That was just reckless. It was recklessness, and that was very stupid of me to do that. Of course, I could have sworn that I actually made it onto that platform and just not get in between them, but then that's still registered as dying, so... Another basic thing about this copy ability is that you can just hold on to the B button, and then you can just... You can very easily cheese him. And this last section right here, you want to be careful just not to hang on to this poles here, because those enemies will try to come after you by doing so. Just because you're climbing onto the pole, which is stupid. But at least we made it through the stage. And I know, it may seem pretty short just when you're watching this video. But for me, when I recorded footage for this game, or for this episode at least, it took a very long time for me to figure things out and get through the stage. God, I hate that stage so much. And somebody's... I hear that somebody's calling me on the house phone, but there's somebody I don't know. And it really annoys me that random people that we don't know call us. But I digress. And I'm just speaking ahead of myself because we have a boss right here. This right here is Pix. Yeah, that's just about it. That's the name of the boss, Pix. There's like 3 Pixes here. For this phase right here, all you have to do is just avoid their attacks, and that's about it. You know what's kind of ironic that I actually kind of forgot to say? Like, you know, we go from, like, the start of Rockstar, which actually starts off as Ancient Ruins, but then the last stage is full-on technology. So, that is kind of ironic here. Of course, it's kind of similar to the Linear Desert and Skyward Sword, I should say. So yeah, what you have to do first is just avoid their attacks, and then once we get here, then now you can actually try to defeat them. So basically, these witchcrawlers here will come out of the ground, and all you have to do is just swallow them, and then just spit them right at them. And I think how it works is that I don't think it actually really matters which of the those things you're spitting out of those at the picks, or which colors they are. Because no matter which ones you hit, then they'll still take damage. So they actually kind of made it a little simpler like that. So you should be okay with this one, but at the same time you kind of want to be careful because you kind of want to see how they're trying to come to you and how you want to avoid them when they attack you. But just try to be very precise when you're trying to attack them. And just about one more hit, then we should be good to go. And there we go. So yeah, pretty simple, but just be a little careful with them at the same time. And with that, Rockstar is finally done, and now we can go on to our next level. But first, we got a cutscene, of course. And Kirby is nowhere to be found for some reason. Oh no, you don't want to leave Kirby behind, don't you? I love how King Dedede doesn't really care. And yeah, when you really start craving for food, of course you're going to hallucinate. But seriously, though, the way that King Dedede just shrugged his shoulders like he doesn't even care. Ugh, what an ass. Well, that's his thing, though. Sometimes I really wish whenever I paint things, they actually do come to life. I don't know, maybe Adeline might be some sort of magician or something. Yeah, Kirby, get your ass in there. So anyways, now we have made it to level 3 Aqua Star. And because, well, you know, yeah, there's going to be quite a few water stages. Ugh. Well, isn't this going to be fun? Well, the start of it's not going to be that bad, but later on it's going to be a little dull, but we'll see here in the next episode of Let's Play Kirby 64. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode, so till next time, see you guys later.